All right, chat. So the first piece of news is that Dunk City Dynasty, DCD. Some people be like, "What is DCD?" DCD is Dunk City Dynasty, and it's expected to be out May 30th. So we'll see how that go. Um, Arcade will be there, so there will be content on it. To get that out the way, next up, I did some pack opening, so you're gonna see a pack opening video as I talk about the closure of the tournament. So long story short, I spent 9,000 diamonds on Star Studded, and I came up with 3 million. And then I spent 8.5, maybe like 8.6 diamonds on infinite tickets, and I came up with 3.5 million. And then I got two Tatum sadly, and no legendaries when it comes to infinite. So in my opinion, I recommend Star Studded because even though my summonings fucking sucked because I had two Tatums and the rest were epics. So like out of the 50, two legendaries and three epics, it is 50-50. You can get lucky and get a legendary worth more than the 3.5 mil I got from my infinite packs. Like all you need is like one fucking onto the Kumpo, and then you beat infinite packs, right? Or you get, you know what I'm saying, you get super lucky, you get like a fucking Curry or LeBron James or something. So that's what made me think that, not even think, like you just literally just gotta get lucky and Star Studded is gonna be better. But this is the summoning of Star Studded, and yeah, I pretty much did the math on selling everything according to the NA market. So yeah, it's just fucking Tatum, man, I swear. But yeah, if you just get anything better than Tatum, bro, anything worth more than the mil, or even if you got lucky enough to summon three Tatums, because I only got two, it would be more than the infinite packs. But the infinite packs does give you fodder which you can use as skill manuals. So that's something to keep in mind. But I'd rather just everybody go for a star stud and then just hope to get fucking lucky. Because if you get lucky and you sell a Tatum or Curry, not a Tatum, you sell a Curry or a LeBron, then you just use that money to buy fodder. You know what I'm saying, and then buy whatever else you want. But anyway, so I'm canceling the tournament because of all of the issues that the tournament has had. So, I mean, it kind of started off bad from, the beginning. I had a team that did not participate, but they signed up, so that messed up the brackets. And I had some teams that signed up for two teams, but they really have two teams, and that messed up the bracket. And then after that, for instance, you guys saw the BLK versus LT video. BLK split up, so I had them battle it out just to see who's gonna, stay in the tournament. So BLK split up, but not just BLK. BD split up. More specifically, BD Prince. And I mean, you guys see how they have talked about Prince, and not everybody in AZ is to blame, but yeah, I mean, people in AZ have been in world chat talking bad about Prince, and I'm like, yo, like that's y'all man. It's like y'all are 8Z, like get out of world chat with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So Prince has split up from 8Z, so and that was AZ2. So Prince has a different club. I actually forgot the name, but I still have a match set up for them. Who else split up? TK split up. TK2, not TK2. Yeah, it was TK2. TK2 has split up or just dissolved first, but then TK2 had, kind of pulled themselves by the bootstrap and got back together for the tournament. And then TK1 split up, and I was like, what the fuck, bro? And TK specifically, they had teams in the winners bracket and the losers bracket. But like both of those splitting up, like that affected like both ends of the bracket. So like, fuck, how can I, even try to fix this? Um, who else? ZCL. They went ahead and dropped out their rep. He just got some things going on in life, trying to focus up, you know what I'm saying? And just had to get out the game for a little bit. So ZCL dropped out. I don't think I'm missing anybody. Three deep had to go ahead and just like forfeit. They didn't have a third man. That's why it was important to have substitutes. But again, sometimes you just want to run with your top three in a sub, just ain't what you want to run with. So I understand. So yeah, three deep had dropped BD2, y'all. BD2. And it was not the entire, maybe it is the entire BD2, but I ain't gonna say no names, but BD2 is out as well. I'm gonna just say that. So BD2 dropped out as well, and it's like, so what I'm saying. I just all these issues, all these teams, and I made a lot of pivots. I did. I tried to make it work, but it's like, all right, at this point, like the tournament, it's not even the same. So what I have decided to do is I'm going to I'm not gonna, not give the money, you know what I'm saying? So I decided that we're gonna have RK versus BD because y'all remember BD. Oh, I didn't talk about that. BD1 got moved to the losers bracket because BD1 and AZ1 could not come up with a time frame to play each other. So then I did it by the true seedings, and remember AZ1 HZ1 was number one on the leaderboard, so they had priority when it comes to true seeding. So I was like, all right, BD, look, we're gonna do it like this. Bob, you can't do it. You're getting dropped to the losers bracket. Long story short, they got dropped to the losers bracket. So that battle never happened, and then that's why AZ went up against RK because they advanced in the winners bracket. But moving on from that, you guys already saw RK versus 8Z. So now I'm trying to put together something special with RK versus BD so you guys can see that. And like even in the losers bracket, right? Because 8Z got knocked to the losers bracket for losing against RK, likely BD and 8Z would have met each other in the losers bracket, and then we would have had the same issue all over again. So it's like, fuck, I can't have that. Like, even if I was to try to fix it and finish the tournament, they would have been in the losers bracket together, and we would have had the same fucking issue. But this time, I can't, what I'm saying, disqualify or drop anybody. So I was like, all right, it just is what it is. So I got something special. I am going to try to get RK and BD to go against each other. RK ready. Um, I know Snipes for BD is ready. Just got to confirm that his shooters are ready, and then what I'm saying, we'll get that going. And then for Omni, Omni did pretty great this tournament. Like I said, their opponents dropped out, so I wasn't able to get any more content of Omni. I might try to get some special matches set up for them as well. But what I decided to do is I'm gonna split the 300. I'm gonna give Omni 150 for their performance, and I'm gonna announce Omni as the damn. I had a specific word for it, but as kind of like the damn. They're they're like fuck man. I had a good word for it too. They're like damn, I forgot. I did. They're like they're champions. They're not like top dog champions, you know what I'm saying? But they are champions, so I'm gonna go ahead and split it 150 for them, and then I'm gonna have BD and Arcade face off for the other 150. And hold on. All right, y'all. So I added this blank screen because I need more time to talk because the fucking some of the video in it. But basically what I'm trying to say is that Omni is my runner-up champion because this is a double elimination tournament, which means there's a grand finals. So even if RK got to face Omni and Omni is the underdog, so more than likely they would have lost, not to be. not to take anything away from them, they probably would have lost, right? So they would have got knocked down to the losers bracket with a chance to get back into the winners bracket. But that means they probably would have went up against BD or AZ if they ever actually fucking faced off. So with that being said, Omni, I mean, they made it to the fucking finals of the winners bracket. So that I consider them my runner up champions and my free to play champions because they in this bitch with a Bam by the Bio, a Sabonis, and a Trey Young. You know what I'm saying? So to make it this far is fucking impressive. So I'm gonna get them 150, and then like I said, I'm gonna get that RK and BD for you, and I'm gonna have them face off for the other 150. And then if RK and Omni are down to face off, just so we can see them face off, I'll try to get that as well. Because I mean, truth be told, Omni's strategy is actually a good strategy versus RK. So it's I be telling people like that's how you need to play if you have paid attention to how Omni, strategically run the court. So they have a very good strategy. But anyway, that's it. We out.